Cara Robinson, Gary Williams, Damon Hack, John Cook, and we have got a young leader of the 79th edition of the Masters, Jordan Spieth, shooting an open round 64, one shot off the lowest round ever posted in a major championship. John, 63. How impressive is this Texan?
Yeah, well, I mean, what a dream start for Jordan. He just continues his fine play from the last month. And then there's, you know, Jason Day continues to impress. And Ernie Els, my gosh, he's representing my era quite well, I think. Quite well. But Jordan, what a great start for him.
To watch him putt, he putts so free, and he putts like a 12-year-old kid. I remember watching him as a 16-year-old walking in putts from 25 feet, the par saves that he had, the ups and downs, the maturity on the shoulders. Got an old head on young shoulders, G-Dub.
He does, and there was so much balance to the day. In the middle of that spectacular 64, the day was bracketed by the first player out, among the first, Charley Hoffman shooting 67, and then the last group in included Jason Day shooting 67. So 30 players in red numbers, and yet 11 players with sub-70 rounds. The golf course was gettable.
It was, and Jordan Spieth comes back after a runner-up performance last year to take the lead after 18 holes in his following year, not done since Ben Crenshaw in 1984 when he went on to win. Converting that first round lead, though, is a different story. Look at this. Only 3 people since 1980 have converted a lead or share of the first round lead. Seve Ballesteros in 1980, Ben Crenshaw, as we mentioned, in 84, and most recently Trevor Immelman in 2008. The last person able to convert an 18-hole lead. And Damon, we look at Jordan. He's had 54-hole leads this year. He's been unable to convert. But he's had 2 18-hole leads last year as well, unable to convert either of them. Do you see something different this time around?
I do. I feel like his name is at least here to stay in terms of being in contention. There was so much discussion about Jordan Spieth playing all these events in a row, playing 2 events in Texas, his native Texas, leading up to the Masters. I tell you what, he has not missed a beat. His name has been dominant on leaderboards over the last month. Valspar, Valero, Houston, he has been a part of the conversation for a long time. Jimmy Walker decided to do something different. He withdrew from Houston. Jordan Spieth is playing hot. He's playing well. He wanted to keep the ball rolling. He says this is who he is. I love what he said a couple of weeks ago. I'm not on a run. This is who I am, John Cook.
That's what he expects. That's what he's 21 years old. He's not going to get tired. He's not going to get mentally tired. He's got that youthful exuberance, but he's learning to play. He's learning to play with leads. He's learning to be in the lead. He's learning to chase. It's all part of the process.
It is. I think it is a round of golf, and it was a spectacular round of golf, not only in its just the actual number, but also the manner in which he did it. I think the difference is that this is not just anybody. The field knows that this is one of the best players in the world. Jason Day said it. He said, my gosh, he came off and he saw what he shot. And he said, he's at it again. So by virtue of that, again, it's just one round, but because it's him and he's been so consistent, I do believe there's an added level of pressure on everybody else because of the assumption that he's not going to retreat too much.
I would agree, and I would also say Jordan Spieth has been preparing for this week for a long time, ever since he walked off the golf course, the 18th green last year, losing out to Bubba Watson. I have to say, it's remarkable that actually yesterday was the first round he shot in the 60s, yet he finished runner-up last year. That took me by surprise. Not something I was expecting. People may have underestimated Jordan Spieth in the past. I don't think they will now, Gary.
No, certainly not.